Hey guys, Brandon from Mowing to Millions with another Workflow Wednesday. Today I want to show you how to use the reports feature on CoPilot and how you can get an accurate representation of what time of year and how many leads you're getting with a line chart and where your leads are coming from using a pie chart. This way you can accurately plan your marketing in the future around the demand of your services throughout the year. First thing we're going to do is come into CoPilot, go to reports, go to customer source, and make sure this is set for whatever range you want to use. I'm just going to use this year to date, all customers, all sources. Then you export into Excel and you'll get a file here. Now what you need to do is drag and drop this into your Google Drive, and then you can open it as an Excel sheet and it should look like this. One of the issues with CoPilot is you can't actually export all of the data on all these pages at once. So you're going to have to go through each page, 1, 2, and click export on each page. Then you just need to copy and paste them all into one sheet so it's all together like this. So once you have all your data, we're going to actually get rid of most of these columns. Hold Control on your computer and click these. Right click, delete columns. All we need is the date and the source. Next, we're going to create a column, right? Week. And now you're going to type equals week, and you'll see it pop up week num. Click that, and now you have this function here which is going to give you the actual numerical week associated with this date. So all you have to do is click the date and then click enter, and now it should autofill for you, so you can just click yes on this. But if this doesn't autofill, I'll show you how you can do that as well. You hold this dot here and then you just drag it all the way down, and now you can see it has given me the week each of these dates is in by numerical value. Now, if you want to see your graph be projected over an entire year span, this is what you have to do. Make another column, weeks, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you can do is highlight all this and drag it down. And we just want to get to 52. Yep, so there we go. Now we have 52 weeks. This is going to be the x-axis of our line graph that we create. What we're going to do now is get the total amount of leads that came in corresponding to each numerical week. We're going to type count if, select this data set, drag and enter. And then you can see it's giving us no answer because we have to add one more criteria, which is what is it counting? We want it to count the number of times that 0 appears in this data set. So click that. Enter. Now we know 0 appears 0 times in this data set because it starts at 12. We can't just drag this down because what you're going to see is the data set here also gets moved down. So now it's moved down. If I go here, this is moved down. How you avoid that, the data set selection being moved down, is you just do $, $, $, $. Now if I drag this down, you'll see data set, data set, data set. So the data set isn't moving, but the selection is moving, which is what we do want. So we'll just drag this all the way to the bottom. Enter. I'll title this leads. And now we can highlight this. Go to insert chart. And we have our line chart. Now you can customize here. You can do different charts. So you do an area chart. You do a column chart. You could also do a line graph, which I like. And now what you can do is you can just go through the weeks that this is reporting, and you can figure out when you're getting most of your leads, when demand is highest. So from this, I can tell this is April 1st right here, right around week 12. So that means April to May is this big peak here, and then here's May to June. So I can see the spring rush really picks up. And if I'm looking at this as a business owner, I'm thinking, yeah, April 1st, that's when I want to start ramping up my marketing, because there's going to be a 2-month stretch of a bunch of demand, which means I'm not going to have to spend much money on marketing to get a lot of return. And I can also see there's a drop off here. So this is when I probably want to slow down my marketing, so I'm not just throwing money in a bucket because there's really not much demand. Now let's see where the sources are coming from. What you need to do is write out all the sources that you have. So Facebook, Google, yard signs, just write them all out. Now that you have that, we're just going to do the count if function again. Count if, select this data range this time, comma, friend recommended, enter. And remember, we got to put the $ signs If you don't put the dollar signs, it will move when you try to apply this rule to the other rows. Drag it down. Perfect. Now what we can do is select this, insert, chart, and it'll give you a pie chart. And you can even select different pie charts. Use this one, there's a 3D one, whatever you want. But now, what this is telling me is 50% of all my leads are coming from Google. So that's our number one source and where half our customers are coming from. So we should be focusing on Google. I can also see that yard signs at 12.9% are our second biggest one. So something I could do is I can go in, see how much money did we spend on yard signs, how many have we put out, and I can determine what is our lead cost per yard sign from that. Same thing with Google. I hope this helps, guys. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Join the Facebook group Mowing to Millions. I'll be posting more content on there, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.